Hello everyone, and welcome back, once again, to Subnautica. Last time, just as we were preparing to build our own vacation home here, we got word that not only are we being rescued, allegedly, although I still kind of doubt that, but we've also got a distress signal coming from somewhere. Although I don't actually see anything anywhere. But either way, we've only got less than half an hour to make that happen if we're to do it. So let's do some exploring in the Seamoth and try and figure out where we're going. So if we have a look at our recent logs... Alright, so Life Pod 3, you were about 1 kilometer away from the crash site, but radiation between you and the rendezvous. That would put you somewhere... well, somewhere between there and there, I guess, right? But how could there be radiation between there? Alright, let's turn on our lights and I guess head for the rendezvous. Keeping to the right, I suppose, so that maybe we'll encounter some wreckage along the way. I gotta give it to the Seamoth, its lights are pretty bright. You come down here and, if you get enough light bouncing back, you can almost forget that it's the middle of the night. I'd like to keep an eye out for more technology we can research, but down here in the quiet depths, we don't have a lot of time. Oh, look at this. There's always something that's still getting to me about seeing some hulking wreck just appear on the edge of my lights. And to think, all of this is something that our character would be so familiar with. I mean, we walked these halls. And now to see them like this, it's almost like you can imagine them having always been here. Back into the kelp forests. More infected animals. I'm not so worried about those guys so long as I'm in here. I feel like the aggressiveness of the predators has been really toned down compared to early access. What? This isn't the same island as before, is it? No, the Aurora rendezvous point is all the way over there. And we've got another signal. Alright, well, there's time to go back and check. Although we are going to need that other power cell sooner rather than later. Only 200 meters away. Okay, so there's a second island. We need to make some of our own beacons, although if this landing site marker will stay, maybe we don't.
Detecting massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify.
Massive energy signature is right. It's a massive something. Look at this. Is there anything special on the beach? I don't think so. Oh, look at this. This structure isn't just on the beach. It extends well below the ocean's waves. Hang on. Whoa. Look at this. There's like tendrils, maybe anchors that grab onto the rocks, I guess suspending this other area in place? Oh wait, it goes down even further. God. Oh my god! Okay, go away, go away, go away. I don't know why I'm shining lights in a fish's face. That's probably not the best way to get you to leave me alone. Okay. Maybe we do go down to the cave. Where was it? Down there. Out of my way, folks. How deep are we? 130 meters? And there's another one of those alien tablets, as if we needed any more confirmation that it comes from the guys leaving these artifacts around. And by artifacts, I mean buildings. Or at least what I assume are buildings, unless they're, like, machines of some kind. Okay, we don't We don't have a whole lot of time to explore. Although, I feel like, obviously, we can't take this so-called rescue at face value. Oh no. Keep an eye out for any predators. Oh. You guys have an underwater moon pool. Wait, so that means that, I mean, obviously it makes sense, but whatever race built this, they would have, I guess, had submarines of their own, right? Wait, there's doors on either side here. Oh, I want to catalog all the things, but I also know we need to be on the surface. It's a key. Okie dokie. Force field control terminal. Okay, here you go. We must need more than one because we have two, and we actually do have a crafting recipe for it, so we can make them with the materials. It's a dead end. Oh, it's a grav lift! Okay, cool. I guess we're playing Halo. Did the Forerunners build this?
Probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
Okay, so not here. Considering we just went higher. Oh, looks like there's something over here. Wow, we really are in a Halo map. Specifically a Halo 2 multiplayer map.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Enforcement platform schematic. This dataset appears to be a multi-dimensional schematic of some kind. By mapping the pattern to a three-dimensional space, it is possible to gather a basic understanding of this facility's internal workings. The facility's unknown construction material is identified as an ultra-hard, non-reactive metal amalgam, synthesized from off-world materials. There is no indication it can be damaged or destroyed by available means. The schematic indicates the facility was to be powered by a separate, self-sustaining power plant located elsewhere on the planet. The location is not listed, but there is evidence the designers intended to harness the planet's natural thermal energy. So there's a thermal facility somewhere, probably on the ocean floor. The facility consists of the upper engineering section, where the schematic was found, and the control room, which is accessed via a security-sealed elevator shaft or a separate underwater moon pool. Okay, never mind. The control room in the lower section houses the only known way to interface with the facility. However, the schematic does not detail the operation procedure or installed security measures.
Seek fluid intake.
Yeah. Ooh, what are you? Ion cube. You wanna finish scanning that for me, please? This green mineral substance has no entry on the periodic table, and an unprecedented ability to store huge amounts of ionic energy within. Likely grown artificially, cubic appearance suggests it's been cut from a larger deposit. Each cube contains the equivalent ionic energy of 5 kilotons of TNT. Under the right conditions, the energy could be released in a controlled manner, likely used as batteries, but would require a substantial power source to be recharged. Okay, mine. Wow, we're really happy with our prize, huh? But I've got to keep an eye on that clock. Okay, you're not pushable.
Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
We're in like some kind of sci-fi MC Escher painting. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Scientists could spend years studying a place like this, and I only have 18 minutes. Oh my god, this game is so cool. Like, there's just so many different facets to the exploration. Be it caves or shipwrecks or even beached wrecks. There's just so much to see and do.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Alien data terminal. Wait. Is that noise coming from the thing, or is there something here? Discovered inside an alien facility, it was not possible to translate any useful information. However, scans have returned some information on the device itself. It's likely a solid-state computer, although there's no clear way to interface with it. On approach, it began producing a low-frequency radio wave containing complex but recognizable data patterns. It's likely the alien species which designed this technology evolved, or genetically selected, sensory apparatus to hear and understand the information being broadcast by the device, and to communicate back. The mental processing power required to perform this kind of telepathy would imply the designers were considerably more psychologically developed than the common human. Great, so we're dealing with powerful psionic aliens. But then again, the data we got on these warpers, which we know came from off-world, would seem to suggest that they're really more like robots or androids, at best cyborgs.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis. Seek fluid intake immediately.
Yeah, I really need it. Oh. Okay then, so I suppose if we had found that broken tablet first, we could have gotten the blueprints to create them. But alright, I have a lot to do and not a lot of time. I need to reach the Seamoth again, get back home, get some water in me, and then come back here and see what I can do. Just drop us. Okay, that is significantly more exciting, at least at first. Oh, my stomach is dropping just looking at this. Imagine doing this in VR. Maybe I'll try that for at least part of an episode at some point. Wait, something over here. Is it something we need? Nuclear reactor fragment. Would certainly like to get me some of that. Actually, wait. I think I just remembered. Okay, I did actually have water on me. Okay, excellent. That'll be enough to keep me going for now, actually. Let's actually find out. Can this stuff be eaten? Now as good a time as any to see. Yes, sort of. Look, it'll be enough to keep us going. At least for the time being. Okay, so we learned that. But I'm thinking this kelp would probably be more useful ultimately as bioreactor fuel. Yeah, there's definitely things going much deeper. Actually, on top of there, I don't have time to linger, but it looks like another one of those gates, like the one we saw. First of all, in the photo, we saw a lit one in the time capsule, and an unlit one on the other island. I don't know if there's more than one, or I'm gonna have to check that picture, but on the way back. Oh, wait, there's a container right there. Alien rifle? Could we maybe get ourselves one of those? Strong resemblance to human weaponry in form. This device must have been designed with a humanoid user in mind. Whether the aliens that built this structure were themselves humanoid or otherwise employed the use of humanoids is unclear. What is clear is that they considered defending this facility a necessary precaution. There is no obvious way to remove the rifle from the case. Aw, but can't you just, like, synthesize blueprints on the fly? Oh my god, there's so much to this, we don't have enough time. And you've another Stargate. There's one in here as well. I wonder what connects to where? Okay, we've got to start making our way upward. With any luck, this will get us back to the beach. I'm also gonna yoink another one of these ion cubes. Maybe I should be leaving some? I don't know. This architecture is so strange. It's like a staircase of hallways. Purple tablet right there. I've got another one. Not on me, but I'm gonna leave that for now, just in case it's currently doing its job of holding something open. Alien device. Doomsday device. Scans indicate this device contains enough potential energy to destroy the entire planet, along with most of the solar system. Fortunately, it's malfunctioned. You and I have very different definitions of the word fortunately.
Scans indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway.
Okay, should have grabbed the thing, I see. In you go. Clock's ticking, buddy. And that is down. Is that some kind of like central computer or power core? I think it just responded to my presence. Let's get a scan before we do anything. Energy core. This device houses energy equivalent to 100 megatons nuclear detonation, which can be channeled through the facility and directed at vessels overhead or bent around the planet's gravitational pull to strike targets in orbit. Is that what happened to us? Power is routed via the attached terminal, allowing for the device to be deactivated if necessary. It is currently operating without parameters, suggesting it will target any ship within range. Guys, you maybe want to, like, pull around the back or something? Okay, good thing we got here when we did. Wrong password?
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine."
So, can we maybe...
Translating background broadcast. Downloading summary to databank.
Can we maybe tell our guys to just, you know, like, leave us be? Oh my god, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. We were right there, but not only that, we found out that we were infected as well. And the reason nobody's here, I guess, is because they either died or left, because I'm assuming because of that ick. It's the whole planet is under quarantine, so it must be pretty bad, and we've got it. Okay, let me in. Let me in. Yep, this is definitely what I had hoped for. There is a lot I don't remember. There's like a certain visual from the end that I remember, and that is it. Oh, it's one of you! Did you just teleported me outside the Seamoth. You're not just teleporting yourself. You can do it to anything, anyone. You will use that power. Okay, we need to... Oh, we are in desperate need of something. I'm going to try getting up onto the beach and see if there's something I can eat and drink there. 5 minutes. There's just nothing we can do. Gold. Okay, well, that'll make me feel at least a little bit better. If only there was some place I could spend it. Can I cut something from you? Oh, wow, you're actually great. Okay. Of course, we don't want to accidentally overdo it.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay, that's another thing that we're going to want to farm once we build our house, which is starting to look really inevitable. Oh my god, all we can do is sit here, watch the sunrise, and be totally powerless to communicate with our would-be rescuers. Wow, our proportions look really weird. We're looking in a funhouse mirror right now, but I'm sorry, this is a serious moment. This thing is glowing as I approach. They're lighting our way. I imagine this then... Is that the big shooty part? There go those little seagull ray things. And another purple tablet in case we need it. These are going to be really useful. These are going to be how we buy our way into these facilities. Oh wait, LifePod 6 transmission origin. A distress signal has been received from LifePod 6, but the attached coordinates were corrupted. Crew requested assistance navigating radiation, sunk to approximately 100 meters. Located in an area dense with red grass, near a number of natural arches and rock stacks. Transmission of origin, approximately 400 meters west-northwest of LifePod 4's last known location. I don't think we know where LifePod 4 was either. So we're gonna have to... It's just another thing we're gonna have to hunt for. Oh, that reminds me, we also got the alien facility locations. Disease Research Facility. Objective synthesis of antidote for highly infectious bacterium. Designated Kara. If we had gone there first, maybe... Alright, well, with 50 seconds left on the clock, there's no point talking about it now. And a thermal power facility, as well as 2 sanctuaries, an off-site laboratory, and primary primary containment facility, data corrupted. In the event of an outbreak, quarantine procedures will be automatically enforced with immediate effect. The quarantine enforcement platform will target all incoming and outgoing craft to prevent the spread of the infection outward. No. We're right here. That's the worst part of this. God, that sound is horrific.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site.
No, please.
Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it? Hold on. No turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8. It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.
You know, there's this thing in film, and it applies just as much to games, where you want to have those impactful moments that, like, really stick with you. I think this is one of those times. This whole thing where you have the whole week leading up to these guys coming to rescue you, and then at that moment, just 45 minutes before they arrive, you're given a location, a rendezvous, and it's only once you get here, most likely, that you'll discover this facility. And you have plenty of time. Oh boy, I'm gonna get to explore all this alien technology? And as you're doing so, you find out what this place is, and then you realize, oh no, this is what's going to happen when they arrive. And then it tells you there's nothing you can do to stop it. You might spend your time frantically trying to figure something out, but ultimately, the only reason it brings you here is so you can watch. And you're totally helpless, can't communicate, can't stop it, can't do anything. Oh my... This is one of those things where everything just comes together, and it might present slightly differently depending on player action, but either way, it's got this outcome. That is a well put together, just cinematic moment. Instead of going back right now, here's what I'm gonna do. I've been thinking about having like a permanent base, but maybe that's not the way I should be thinking of this. This is a pretty big map, and it takes a while to traverse it. Maybe I should have different bases all over, outposts. So here's what I'm gonna try and do. I wonder if we can build on top of the different parts of this facility. We want something decently deep, and on level ground. This looks okay. God, this is so stupid. And we start with a multi-purpose room. Oh, it's not gonna let us. That's a shame. Okay, so we'll have to try and find either seafloor or a sufficiently flat section of the cliff face. But with a warper around, yeah, maybe this could be just too hostile of territory. 2 warpers. Alright, let's get out of their way. By out of their way, I mean right down here. There's another purple tablet right there. Actually, this little shelf could be the perfect spot. I mean, it's down here in the shade, so maybe the view won't be the best. But that's not our top concern right now. Let's grab the multi-purpose room. Oh, we have a place where we can do it. Overlooking the edge is best, because then we can expand outward. All I know is that we've got to get this done quickly. And there we are. And we're going to need a hatch as well, right? Alright, I'm going to go back up on land and harvest some more fruit to eat/drink. And then we'll figure it out. Oh my god, like, our survival needs are going to get easier once we start growing stuff. But we've really got to stock up, because it's very easy to let it run away from you, especially when you have a gold mine like this. It's really funny. We have a base now, but I just can't figure out how to build a door to get inside. Drake and Josh was actually a how-to guide. Oh, hatch. Okay. Alright, I thought it was called, like, bulkhead. That's why I was looking for it, but, we... all the way down here, we're gonna have to find some quartz. Uh-oh. What if that doesn't actually exist, like, natively to this area? This is the deepest we've yet been. But we've got to find some. We often find it... Where do we often find it? Usually, like, in caves, right? Oh, ow, 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 ow. Why am I on fire? Oh! That's cool. That's like an underwater volcanic geyser. Oh, wow, look. Floating islands held up by these, well, floaters. Some that haven't reached the surface, but I guess eventually these will become actual islands. And it seems like it's got some more weight to bear since some of the Aurora landed on it. Unless, I should actually check in the area and see if any pieces came from Sunbeam. There's a thought. Hearing all these groans down here, it is so dark. Like, look at all these shadows cast, and then you realize, like, it's only our own light down here. Oh god, nope, 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 nope. Goodbye, goodbye. Later. Later, Tater. Smell you later! And that's an infected one. Probably don't want you nibbling on me. But I'm still just on the lookout for some quartz. We're gonna need a lot of building materials.
Erosion patterns on the land masses suspended here suggest they once floated on the surface.
These aren't being raised up. They were lowered down. Although I suppose they could find their way back up again. Ooh. Well, the glow of this certainly helps me some. Our scanner is starting to run low. Earthen coral tubes. Look at this. The bioluminescent, I guess almost jellyfish-like creatures are actually enough to light this cave all their own. Yeah, and those are fairly narrow caves, so those guys are just kind of safe and chilling in there. More of them all about this rock face. Now, let's hear that transmission we never got to hear.
Playing partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing communications with other agents.
9. Does that mean that 9 of us touched down alive? Does that mean that you are actively searching for us and maybe, oh god, maybe you're what tore into the other pods? I had assumed it was hostile wildlife, but now come to think of it, nothing like that has ever been a threat to us. Maybe that's being relayed to the warpers. Maybe that's why we're seeing so many more of them now. There's a whole bunch of quartz in here. Okay, we'll take all of this. We want all of it. Nope, give it to us. Nah, our inventory's full. And we're leaving. Goodbye. Later, folks. Sea Glide, really useful for getting out of a jam like that. Whoa. Okay, interesting behavior from you guys, hanging out so close to the surface. But we should pretty soon be able to see this island, right? I mean, if we keep heading in this direction... there we are. And we are going to have to go all around, because who knows how many different caves and crannies could be in this thing. We can't even really get the Seamoth as low as our own base, but we should now have the ability to build the hatch and enter from right here. Minus 1.1 to base hull strength, now 7.5. Oh!
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
So this house ain't a home just yet. Right now, it's just a place to die dry. Okay, let's think. What do we need? Well, we probably need some power, and we can build a solar panel straight to begin with. Thermal plant, we don't have all the ingredients for yet, so let's go up there and oh, well, this side is in the light at least. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. Okay, let's build it anyway. It's not like we really have much choice. There we go.
Power restored. All primary systems online. Welcome aboard, Captain.
And now we're looking just slightly better. Now, if we look into our interior modules, because this is something I want to start right away, we're gonna need a fabricator first of all to really make this place like usable as a base, but also indoor grow bed to start us off. And then we're going to go to the surface and get some samples of those trees, because they are some good eating. Oh, look at how low that power actually is. Yeah, we're definitely going to need some better methodology, too, because that fabricator's not going to be too useful. I think it uses about 10 energy per use. There's got to be something we can use down here, even if it's something completely new. Fortunately, we cannot yet get the Seamoth anywhere near here. A nuclear reactor would be nice, but I mean, to me that sounds kind of dangerous if we don't know how to operate it. Ooh, there's a rather large chunk of either the Aurora or Sunbeam. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! What, you guys can just be here? I thought you were basically like a perimeter, like, you can't leave barrier of the map sort of thing. Okay, a Cyclops engine fragment. Cyclops engine fragment. My god, leave me alone, leave me alone. Nuclear reactor fragment.
Acquired.
Oh my god, there's so much good stuff here. But we really need to... Oh no.
Acquired.
We need to go. We need to go or we're not going to have enough air. Honestly, it's probably for the better that the Seamoths stay here, because otherwise we have nothing to find our way back here with. Oh my, and I imagine the power generation is going to go down as this place is no longer in direct sunlight. Alright, so what are our options here? We have the nuclear reactor, we have the bioreactor. Reactor rods are made from uraninite crystals. Yeah, we haven't found those yet. Which means we have no supply, which means it's not safe. But as for the bioreactor, we could probably do that. Especially if we're growing our own food. That would be pretty easy. So let's do it. And if we put you in, there we go, there we go, there we go. We can take one more. But now you guys should start growing, and your usefulness is going to depend on how quickly you grow and what your actual yield is. In the meantime, I think we need to build an extension right away so we can get another multi-purpose room, for which we need more titanium. Alright, so what have we got? Lots of danger in the area, plus that Leviathan. But I'm thinking also titanium. Here we are. Oh man, it is truly dark. We're officially at those depths. Whoa, moonpool fragment. Okay, that's what we want. So if we can find just one more of those around here. What are you? Prawn suit. Oh my god, this place is an absolute gold mine of collectibles. Thank you for exploding all over the place and dropping all the best tech. Oh, another moonpool fragment. So we're going to be able to build that, but we just don't have the supplies at the moment, but that legitimately is like the best thing possible right now. Silver. Oh no, it's just stupid old silver. That valuable mineral that is used for like most electronics. Oh god, we're at 400 meters. See, we're in just that wrong spot where there's like no materials at the levels we're working at. But the whole point of a base is to be far away from everything else. Hi there. Wait, Reginald? No, wait, hang on. You're gonna tell me there's a fish called Reginald and not have me scan it? Reginald. Look at him. Look at Reginald. Hang on, let me... Oh, gotta get away from you first. Are we sure we can't get that alien rifle out of the case? Oh my god. Oh, were you just... First of all, nice unscripted jump scare, but also, were you just dueling with that school of fish? Because that's kind of a neat behavior. I think I have enough to expand now. I just need a room. I need a room for a bioreactor. Oh, wait. Oh, we need to put you a certain distance away. Alright, cool. Alright, so a multi-purpose room, it seems like we can put stuff in it, or you can act as like a hub. But the more we add, the more you lose hull strength. So how do we address that? Okay, we need some table coral, we need... There's a lot of things we could do. But how are you guys coming along? 43%? Okay. So it doesn't take super long from the look of it. What about our bioreactor? What would it take to build us one of those? We need more titanium, wiring, lubricant, yeah. Put a wall locker right here, just because it's quick and cheap. And we can use that to... Ooh, we can even name them. But we'll use that to stash some of our stuffables that we're really not going to be using in the moment. Oh, reinforcement increases hull integrity. This is really cool. I like it when base building has a degree of practicality to it, when it's not just creative. Of course, I like to be able to be creative, but... I also don't like when the ocean madness starts setting in. The goal here is going to be to reach a stage where we're no longer dependent on having to come back here. So what that's going to mean, really, is just having our own fabricator in that base. So for that, we're going to need a couple of these. And it's a good idea to bring extra, I think. Titanium ingots coming with us, and we're also going to want to make at least one battery and enough teeth to make enameled glass. Hello? Hello?
What are you?
I could ask you the same question. Is this because I've been hanging out around the alien base? Or, sorry, the alien anti-aircraft gun? Okay, well, I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of that, but I'm hoping that we have seen the last of the life pod for a while. I think we have enough for the fabricator and we have enough for the bioreactor. There's a kelp forest not so far from here, so I'm thinking now we should be able to be at least partly self-sufficient.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull
Don't want to get
damage
too
imminent.
low. I just don't want it to accidentally drift into crush death. We are right there. And these things are just about ready. And that actually means that growing these things has two purposes, doesn't it? We can also use these for our bioreactor. But none of that is worth anything until we've got our... Where do we find that? Right here. Fabricator built, and we are in business. So sick of going back and forth. And now, we could make the radio, but we'll see if we have materials left over. The important thing is being self-sufficient first. So now we go bioreactor, place you right here in the middle.
A reliable power source is a critical step towards self-sufficiency. Consider keeping a photojournal of your achievements to motivate you in times of despair.
Yeah, this isn't Voices of the Void.
Seek fluid intake.
Although I think there might be a photo mode. Alright, you guys are all done. Do we pick you directly? Or, okay, we can use the planter. So if we cut from you... Come on. You're a bit... Okay, we just do you from right there. Oop. Please tell me... I wish it would drop those things on the ground when we slash. We can use, and that's good. Oop. And we can actually start putting some of yous in the bioreactor, right? So if we go you and you, now you'll start generating... Oh, wow, you'll start generating a lot more energy. Okay, so more of use, and that's all. Okay, so we got 2. I'm going to put you straight back into this. And the rest of you guys can be energy, right? So I imagine you guys will disappear over time. This is great. Look at that. That's so much better than that one dinky little solar panel we got on the ceiling. But that means that it's time to start advancing in more aesthetic directions. Oh, but I forgot one more thing. We are going to need to build you, for which we will need one more titanium. Should not be a big deal now. Let's save just in case. We need to head back down to the wreck to get some. There's a Leviathan just kind of chilling down there. We are a small fish indeed, and we need to stay away from the big fish because they have no qualms about dealing with us. Lithium, we can use that to build even more supports. But man, where are those metal pieces when you need them? They're littering the shallows, but I suppose we're farther away now. You guys are absolutely everywhere. We are... Man, we set up in what I did not realize was probably an incredibly dangerous part of the map. Nope, switch batteries. We don't need gold. Diamond! Oh my god! I've never had such a combination of good and bad luck. Maybe it won't follow us among the volcanic vents. We also don't have a lot of air. Come on, go, 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 go. We should be able to make it, though. Is that thing on my tail, though? That's going to be the question. I can't tell. I think it's left. But that was a brush with death if I ever saw one. Oh my... Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe this wasn't a great place for an outpost. I thought, oh, it's far away. So, you know, it'll increase our range. How naive I was. You know, I sometimes forget that this is a horror channel. But there you go. That's why I'm playing this. That's why the deep sea is so scary. We've got titanium ingots for building, more wiring kits, and the lithium, which, again, I need some more titanium so I can reinforce this before I build some more. Magnetite. Okay, you're a brand new substance to us. Man, why is it that I'm finding all this crazy stuff except titanium now? Okay, this is what I was looking for. This is what's going to help us. We have a decent amount of inventory space left. Metal salvage, that's the name of the game when you're building walls. Oh, for you. Oh, well, vehicle bay fragment, that means titanium for me. Okay. I think we're going to be about good for this trip. Yeah, having this kelp forest nearby is actually really helpful for the basic materials. This is our gas station, then. We are just about to run out of power in our Seamoth. But that's okay, we just gotta work our way around here. Oh, now it'd actually be a pretty bad time to run out of power, because you're right there. We gotta come around the mountain when we come. And there we go. Yeah, that one power cell actually served us extremely well. Speaking of power cells, we do have another one for you. Yep. And we're gonna have to make another one real soon, because I feel like we always want to have at least one spare. Oh, I'd actually almost forgotten. I did also make a one of yous guys. Again, so we'll leave you here. Okay, maybe not right there. You can be a little away, and we can edit your name so that you will always show up to us as, I guess, Cannon Outpost. There we are. Now, if we may, we can take a radio and plonk that right here next to the fabricator. And just like that, there's literally nothing the life pod can do that this place can't.
Send a rescue ship all the way out there, so Aurora, you're just gonna have to meet us halfway. We've uploaded blueprints to the ship's computer.
Sandwich run, you in?
Yeah, give me a second. Black box data shows the high security terminal in the captain's quarters is still functional.
Becky's leaving like in 5 minutes.
All right, tell Becky I'll just take the regular.
The regular?
Yeah, she'll know what I mean. The code should be...
If she doesn't?
Just tell her the regular, dude.
Okay,
the
if I say regular and she's like, what's the regular? I have to come all the way back up here.
The code should be 2679. The regular's just a ham and cheese.
Okay, would you just say ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese.
Okay.
Shows what we mean to them. But that is helpful, I guess. I don't think we'll be meeting you halfway, but we can at least do something for ourselves. This is going exceptionally well. That's only 25% of that gone. Yeah, no, we're going to have no trouble sustaining this on just what we have right here. Not to mention being able to sustain ourselves. I'm so happy this knife doesn't have a limit to its durability. Yep. And yep. Yeah, this is actually the best we've done on food in a while. Next up then is going to be these things. And I'm guessing we're going to want to put these on walls that we don't intend to use. So that's going to start with you. There we go. +7 to base hull strength. That's extremely good. We don't have to worry about power at all, which is just an extremely good place to be in. And we can now go over here and make you. And that should get us extremely durable for more construction. There we go. We're stronger than the day we built this thing. Let's have a look at this big cave over here. What we really need is additional upgrades to the Seamoth. And I think the way we start to learn how to do that is going to end up being through building the moon pool. So what do we need for the moon pool? That's going to be 2 titanium ingots. We've got 1. Lubricant lead, we've got all that. We just need another titanium ingot. So we're very, very close on that. We just need to find some more. Diamond, which is not as exciting as Minecraft, but still pretty exciting. I'm also going to have to start reading up on some of this flora soon, because I don't think I've looked at any of it. I'm convinced we can get this thing further in. I mean, business is business, but every once in a while, we've got to remember what this game is all about and break it up with a little bit of wonder in our lives. It's just, we've got to be very, very careful as well. Wow. It's like the whole chamber underneath the island is completely hollow. It's quite an extensive network of tunnels. Actually very good to be able to have a consistent source of oxygen. Blue palm. The blue palm is a common aquatic plant which thrives in shallower waters with high exposure to sunlight. You're in a cave. Long fronds intercept light before it can reach the smaller flora on the seabed. You are in a cave.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
How did evolution let this happen? Great thing about you guys is that you tend to pile this stuff up all where I can get it. I'll just take that from you, if you don't mind. And we'll be on our way. I am sure you're not happy with that. Sea glide fragment, even better. Thank you. Like I said, I swear these guys used to be more aggressive in early access, but man, when it's lit like this and all we can see are the silhouettes of the kelp vines. Oof. Lighting starts playing tricks on you. You see things emerging from the darkness, and the tops of that seaweed can look a lot like tentacles moving. Oh boy. Okay, so which way was that? Alright, thankfully we now have the beacon to guide us. So, mistakes in building this? I think it's because we're not natively close to a lot of resources like quartz. There's enough here that we can definitely sustain ourselves here, and it's good to have a base here, but it might not have been a good first base. We should now have all we need for the moon pool, which preferably would face out over the cliff, right? There we go, perfect. We don't want to have a lot of sand underneath us, because obviously we're going to be entering this thing from underneath, and we are allowed to leave it built partially. We've got to go get some lead from storage. But all in all, I think we are rocketing through this game in progress, and the good thing about progress is that it means we can do more exploring. We've got to get the basics down first, and then we're free to do as we please. So, let's finish you. And there we are. Oh wow, that actually took a decent amount out of hull strength, which I guess makes sense considering this thing is literally open on the bottom. But let's have a look at our new base. Oh god. Oh no, you know what? I did a big goofy. I did a real big goofy. You have to exceed crush depth in order to get in here. Oh, I should have built a slightly higher level.
Without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
Can we do it with the sea moth? Thank you. Okay, well, that just means we've got to upgrade this thing so much sooner, but look, I just love this. I love being able to build our own base however we want, wherever we want, and just kind of choose our own view, you know? Choose our own challenge. In this case, it's a series of things that I did not necessarily choose, but, you know, their mistakes were made, and I made them, and they're mine. And we've got this now. And it's not the worst thing. But unfortunately, we do not gain access to... I'm pretty sure I remember there being a panel somewhere where we can create upgrades, but I guess that's not going to happen straight away. Warning. There's even a warning for this exact scenario. This base is nice to have, but I think I'm just not ready for it. So I think the next best bet is going to be to build that laser cutter and check out the Aurora again. I'm not going to get there right away. We were lucky to learn that we can actually get this thing out of here without starting to crush. Ooh, I just realized something fairly interesting, though. The moon pool actually charged us up. Which means that we could actually use the moon pool and Seamoth as a power cell charger. That's useful to have. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I keep trying to get closer to things, so I forget what depth I'm at. Oh wow, look at that. A piece of the ship lying across two of these islands. That is so cool! Oh, the visuals in this game just never cease to amaze. Oh wait, according to that box down there, we've been here before, but I never noticed where you actually were. Okay, can we have a look? Oh, there's certainly more here. Take your titanium. But is there a way for us to get in? All this damage, you would think there would be right here. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Oh, and it's dangerous. Very dangerous. You got anything for me back here? It was some kind of locker room area? Come on, you guys must have been stashing some good technology in your personal quarters, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to get in the way of this game's dramatic reveal of the bench blueprint. But wreck diving, so cool. But we're gonna need the laser cutter to actually get anywhere. Alright. Oh, and we can swim up and out of the wreck over here. So there's multiple means of egress. Oh, another prawn arm, was it called? This thing is gonna die on me in a second battery-wise. There we go. Oh, prawn suit drill arm. I think there's different arms for it, if I remember correctly. You're also a drill arm. Let's replace the battery.
30 seconds.
And gotcha. An add-on for a vehicle we won't have for quite some time. Now, where is the Seamoth? Oh god, where's the Seamoth? Oh, right there. Okay, that was nearly disastrous. It's so easy to lose your sense of direction. Oh god, have you been nibbling on this thing?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
You have. Awesome. Thanks for that. I kind of feel like getting the propulsion cannon and screwing with you. Look. The sky bridge that this thing forms. Every aspect of this game is art as much as gameplay. It's crazy. Spotted dock leaf. Ooh, there's weird plant life living within here as well. Everything's an ecosystem within ecosystems. Coral shell. Thank you. And come on, thank you. Stop trying to eat me. And now that we have storage, I'll take some ruby as well. Oh, you're preying on the little crabs in here. Okie dokie. And we are also going to... I saw some quartz around here somewhere. There's a thing. Creature decoy. You know, maybe we can use that to distract the leviathans, or at least the smaller creatures. There's another wreck right here. We are badly damaged from stuff trying to eat us. And that appears to just be a regular old door, so if we... Oh, come on. Please stop it, little guys. You're very aggravating. Let's just get ourselves repaired and have a look. I love this, seeing our shadow against a wreck. Our sea moth illuminating us from behind like a car's headlights. Just such a sense of weight to everything. More need to cut openables. More stuff we've already got. And the stuff behind the cuttable doors, that's where all the important stuff is going to be, I think. Battery charger fragment, I would like to have that. I was wondering why it was letting us keep the zero charge batteries. If we can fill that up, this trip will have been worth it. Here's something as well. Laser cutter fragment. I don't know how many more we need. We need one more, but we know that they're here. More propulsion, more battery charger. There we go. Okay, that's gonna be one of our next priorities. Ooh, and we can really get into the guts of the ship, or at least that's what it seems like. And again, it just kind of stops right here. And yeah, the rest of the rooms aren't here. So that's an issue for us. Okay. We got this. There's got to be more laser cutter around here somewhere, right? Oh, more laser cutter right here. Excellent. So let's grab you. This has been definitely a slower episode, but a very, very productive one. Oh my god, this game's gorgeous. Does it have a photo mode? It doesn't? That's a crime. Can we turn off, like, the UI and stuff? Oh wait, take picture. Take picture. It's a key rather than a tool. Amazing. I wonder if that'll actually save it like uncompressed in my native resolution, or if there's a way to get that to work. Okay, this is a game changer. I'm going to be generating so many desktop backgrounds. But what does it take to actually build you guys? We're 2/3 of the way to the scanner room, and as for tools, cave sulfur, diamonds, which we have. That's all we need. Look at this. I mean, if it weren't for our UI, this would be absolute darkness except for the specks of bioluminescence that cross our path. I mean, our lights are on, but it's just hardly even doing anything. We're a little speck in this just vast... I keep using the word vast, but there's no better one. Seeing these huge pillars of rock, it really is something else. it goes down, I'm pretty sure, to like near or even beyond a kilometer, which is insane to think about. But that's where we're aiming for. I just wish I knew how to get this thing able to go deeper, because the Seamoth, it is our lifeline. I'm wondering, can we do some slick maneuvers? No. We really can't get in here without taking any damage, so I guess it's just as well that the battery charger come in now. Speaking of, if we were to set this up, how much for a battery charger? Wiring kit, copper wire, titanium. We can do that now. I think we'll build our battery charger right here in the moon pool. There we go, that's a good place for it. That way we can just grab whatever we need off the wall when it's time to go on a mission. So I believe I took an empty one. Oh, we got a couple of empty ones, so those can go there. And they will start, and that takes time, but that's okay. And now we've got our 2 diamonds, battery, titanium, cave sulfur. You know what? We've got some cave sulfur back at the life pod. But that's okay, because we're going back in that direction anyway. So I'm thinking what we can do is get over there, grab that, make the laser cutter, and then get back on the Aurora. And after that, the world's our oyster. We'll be able to cut our way into all of these wrecks that are scattered around, and no doubt learn a ton. But for now, I'm content to do nothing but kick back and relax. We have been through it, but we actually have our own little place to call home now, and that is definitely something to be proud of. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.